Hey guys, I'm here with Jon Solomon, and I'm really excited to share his story. He's done something pretty incredible. He went from day one, leaving his company, having to separate from his organization because of the layoff, and then less than a month and a half later, he's already in his new role. And excited to talk to you, Jon. Thank you for sharing your story and how you did it, and giving some people some inspiration.
Sure, no problem. Thank you for your help.
Absolutely. So I guess, Jon, when we met you, if you don't mind sharing a little bit about where were you at, what were you thinking your next role would be, kind of what was your mentality about your career at that point?
Sure. So I was at CBSSports.com. I've been a college football reporter for a number of years. Been a sports reporter for 20 plus years, and not getting renewed, and had to try to figure out what to do next. And the media industry isn't necessarily the greatest industry these days, so I wanted to consider at least a career switch. And I found I had a connection through you guys who put me in touch with you all, and I also found your terrific book on your website that I was able to download and be able to read it, and it just was really helpful having actionable steps along the way that you do this, you're making a little bit of progress. You do that, you're making a little bit of progress.
Yeah, I know it can be overwhelming because when you met us, I was kind of asking, what's that ideal outcome look like? And at that point, you really didn't know. You were pretty open. So I'm curious, how did you nail down where you were going to fit in the market without being a sports writer anymore?
Just trying to talk to as many people as I could. And the person who I'm now going to be working for is someone I've known. He's been in the media industry as well, and he has been sort of branching out and doing something different. And it just came through casual conversations. He's one of, gosh, it's been 50 people, you reach out to, or 100 people, whatever it is, in contacts. And we just start having conversations. And, as you're going along, it looks like he happened to be looking for particular jobs as well. And it sort of happened to be you keep talking, and it looked like there was a chance for it to work out.
And you start on Monday.
I do. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I end on Sunday and start on Monday.
That is so funny. So I'm curious, what's your new title?
I'm going to be editorial director for the Aspen Institute Sports and Society program.
Very cool. So looking back, I guess a month and a half, did you ever expect that you'd be here right now if you were to think back to where you were?
No. It's, you go through it, and it's, you're kind of numb, a little bit at first, but you just have to be proactive. You have to just be thinking outside the box. And, what was really neat, and you wrote about in the book quite a bit, and I agree with it once you experience it, having all these informational meetings just with so many people, even though a lot of them didn't end up resulting in my job, it just was really fascinating to meet with these people and talk with them and understand their industry. And the people are really helpful. Like if you just go out and talk to them, people will give you 15 minutes and just, be able to pick their brain. And then they introduce you to so many other people. And probably like 4 degrees worth of people who I can't even remember how I initially got introduced from them, but you just keep going and going. It's kind of like LinkedIn in that way, but it's a human face.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I'm curious, just last question for you. Obviously not having to go through, you were at CBS for 8 years, right?
3 years at CBS.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was longer. Well, no long, I guess just the process is when you were reaching out to these people, were you really surprised by how helpful random people were to you?
Oh yeah. I mean, just people you don't know at all, but and some of the people I reached out to, a good number, were also former journalists. So they know what you're going through. They know what the industry is like. They know what the transition is like. So that could be something helpful too, is if you know a particular field you want to go into, find people who made that switch explicitly, just like you, and how did they do it, and what advice do they have?
Awesome. Well, Jon, I'm really excited for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your story. Any other advice you'd give to somebody going through that situation?
No, just read your book. Read Olivia's book.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jon. I appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you.